day is, I don't know, it's just every day has been great. All the fans, like, particularly for a band like us who's been in the game for a minute now, who's been part of the scene, who's influenced the other bands that are new on this scene. It's been a real honor to be part of it again. It's been cool to see that no one's forgotten about us. They love us, and not only are we surviving, we're thriving. So that's great. You know, we're opening a lot of doors to some new fans that may have heard of us but never really gotten us what we're about. So now, you know, we get to be part of their lives now and make some new fans along with the old ones who wanted to see us doing this shit, sweating out in the sun, and, you know, part of the whole fucking atmosphere and the environment. So it's been great. The crowds are great every single day. Every single day.
Now, you mentioned that some of the bands that are performing on this were kind of influenced by you guys.
Yeah.
Have you met anybody so far on this tour that came up to you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got a lot of friends too, like New Year's Day. They're getting very big now. We're great friends, really good friends. Yeah, I mean, they come up to us every day, like, I love you guys, and like they'll like have those late night drunk sessions. We're like, man, I was listening to you, dude. And I'm like, fuck, dude, don't make me feel old. I'm younger than you. It's like, it's crazy. And you know, a lot of other bands as well. There was a band called Relapse Symphony. They straight up like, dude, we want to be your band. I'm like, you're fucking dumb. But but yeah, I mean, there's definitely been quite a few, you know, and those are just to name a couple. And yeah, we've influenced it. And even if it's not directly, just the whole movement of things, like it's just changed the landscape over the last several years, and it's now kind of adapted, and we're trying to stay connected to it. So it's pretty cool. And then now in turn, they've influenced us. You know, they've changed our music and some of the things that we enjoy. So this is the first tour I've done where I'm not bitter. I'm like, man, who the fuck are these guys? Now I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, these guys are sick. I hope they get bigger, you know?
Man.
So that's the cool part. You know?
Well, I mean, especially with a band like you that's been around for as long as you have.
Yeah.
You know, and coming back into the fray and meeting some new bands, you probably have some stories to tell. Has there been any funny stories or interesting moments so far in the tour that you want to share?
I don't, man. I don't know, man. There's been quite a few. I mean, there's been some of those dark moments, like this morning when Craig and I got in a fight. I didn't hit him, but there was a lot of pushing happening.
Love tap.
Yeah, it was kind of this sort of thing. Could have gone bad. I mean, there's been a lot of drunken moments. I don't really drink. They used to call me Robert the Tank. I retired him for years, and he came out on this tour on 4th of July. Fucking Robert the Tank came out of retirement. And there's, you know, whenever there's like a late bus call or a day off the next day, there's always barbecues on Warped Tour, and we had a huge party for the 4th of July, obviously. And we were killing it, and I was dancing and singing. We had a great time. We were singing Garth Brooks. Like, it was on that level. But yeah, there's been a lot of good times, man. A lot of cool heartfelt moments as well. Getting to meet some of the other bands, and I don't know, dude. There's some cool stuff. Saw a kid in a wheelchair crowd surf the other day in Canada. That was fucking cool. Yeah.
Very hardcore.
Yeah, he fucking did it. He was like, fuck that, I'm a crowd surf. And they held him up, and he made it all the way over the barricade. It was crazy. So that was a real special moment. I loved it.
You know, just so nobody watching the interview freaks out, you guys made peace earlier today, right? You know, after coming to swings, right? You guys are good right now?
Well, I mean, we played the show.
All right, cool.
That's what matters.
That's what matters, right?
We're cool. We're brothers. This shit happens, you know. It usually doesn't boil over like that, particularly not with me. Mm-hmm. I'm usually my job in the band more than anything is the peacemaker. Because those guys are very chaotic, and I'm always like, listen, bro, just fucking chill. What do you think? And I'm like the middleman who helps communicate these thoughts, right? Because people, they can hear me now. I usually help convey all the thoughts that everyone has, because I'm able to listen, you know, and I understand what people are saying. So Craig was under the impression that I was not listening to what he was saying, but I was telling him that I was. And I was like, I get you, so if you have a problem with that, help me find a solution. You're not listening to me. I'm okay with your problem. Help me find a solution. And I don't know.
Just things
It's stupid. It's stupid little shit, but after a while, and you got problems, and you got kids, and it's just shit adds up. It adds up, and eventually someone snaps, and that's what happened today. And doesn't always, but it does. So
and
we're cool now.
We're good.
We're brothers. We hugged it out. I've known him way too long to let something like that derail the whole fucking operation.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Now, looking up for your latest album, I realize you guys kind of referred to it, Grateful, as sort of a rebirth into the band. In what way do you feel it was a rebirth, and how did the writing process for this album differ from albums that came before it?
Ungrateful?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't even want to fucking talk about that album anymore, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It wasn't a rebirth. I was hoping that it would be. I'll be completely honest. It really was just there was some great songs, but it really actually kind of put in a nutshell what Escape the Fate has been. So much fucking potential, so much disappointment. Escape the fate. What is the fate? Fate for us is failure. Haven't been able to escape it. 1 step forward, 10 steps back. That's what Ungrateful was. It was this amazing thing that was happening that we're like, all right, dude, we're gonna fucking make this shit happen. We got the songs, we're good, let's do it. But it was never like that great. Like, we were frustrated. The band should have broken up, to be honest, when we were making that album. We just weren't in the right place. We weren't happy. The band member situation was fucked up. And I can't go into too much detail. I don't want to go into too much detail. It's well documented. But what is a true rebirth for the band, something new, is our new album that is going to come out sometime around October. This was a true, genuine, complete we refurbished the whole band. Everything, just completely different mindset. And a lot of it stemmed from Kevin, our guitar player, Mr. Thrasher, as he calls himself. We just changed the way we do things. We worked really hard on a song. We're a band. We bonded. We lived together. It's something we usually don't do. Usually it's like, here's some music, write some vocals, let's record it. Cool, let's go tour. It's like, this time it was like, nah, this song's gotta be right. This song's gotta be right. We spent time crafting. Every single band member lent a piece of something. Everyone wrote lyrics on this album. Everyone wrote drums. Everyone wrote guitars. Everyone wrote something on this album. And wherever I did great and I had some shortcomings and failures, someone else would uplift me and help get my song and my vision to where it needed to be. Whenever Craig had this vision that he wanted, we helped him achieve it. And that's all this album has been, and I can't wait for everyone to hear it because it's what we've been trying to do the whole time. And this one truly is just, it's not a rebirth, it's a fucking affirmation of what Escape the Fate is. From here out, what it will always be. When you think of Escape the Fate, you will think of this record. There will be no past, there will be no having to have rebirths, there will be none of that bullshit. What you're gonna think of is this album and this amazing, group of songs, and that's what you will associate Escape the Fate with. Like, when you think fucking Guns N' Roses, you think Sweet Child of Mine and fucking, Welcome to the Jungle and November Rain. When you think of, Green Day, you think of like American Idiot, or you think of Dookie, that kind of thing. When you think of Escape the Fate, you're gonna think about this record. And that's it.
Now, just to make sure you keep referring to it as this record, do you have a title for it yet? Do you know what you're gonna call it yet?
Yes.
Are you allowed to say it yet?
No.
Okay. Alright.
It's very soon though.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Now, to go back, you said that you felt up until, at least before you started working on the new album, that when you thought of Escape the Fate, all you thought about was failure. Do you feel like with this album that you finally have gotten beyond that, and you finally feel like this is your true accomplishment?
I can't say that yet.
You can't say that yet.
Because what happens is an album is not just the recording.
Yeah.
You don't know when it starts, you don't know when it ends. But I can tell you, it definitely doesn't end once you hit the stop on the record button. What's up, Danielle? Give us a couple minutes. Danielle, she's cute, dude. Danielle.
She's awesome.
She's She's sexy. I don't know what it is, dude. She's sexy, dude. She's got that dumper. Listen, so yeah, man. I mean, for me, the band's always just always fell short of what we could do, right? We had the fan base. We still have a fucking fan base that are just dedicated, that just love what we're about. It's crazy. But the thing is now, it's like the mindset is different. We have a true team that wants to do it, that enjoys doing it. We don't have guys that are unhappy. We're all very happy, you know. We get into fights, yes, but at the end of the day, we're not unhappy. We're unhappy with little situations that happen throughout the day. But as a whole, we're happy. We love playing music, and that's what we want to do. Everyone that's in my band right now, and the whole crew surrounding my band, my label, my manager, everyone wants this thing to succeed. And that's the difference between now and what we've always had before. I never wanted to be in this band. Every time I thought of this band, I thought of it as a fucking paycheck, because I started making paychecks. And if I didn't have those, when I did have them, I would have left. I would have quit. But I always just kept saying, nah, it's gonna work, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. And that sort of perseverance has paid off. Any other fucking band would not have survived what this band has endured. But that name, I never allowed us to change it. I never wanted any of that to happen, because I always knew that at the end of the day, the legacy would be defined not by what we've done, but by what we do. What we do will be this album forward, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping, but it's too early to tell. Who knows? Maybe someone gets fucked up today and just ends the whole thing. I don't fucking know. It's a band, it's a rock band. It could break up at any moment.
So, I mean, have you already started working on a video and shooting a video?
We shot one yesterday. We shot a video yesterday. It was fucking cool, man. And I told Danielle, they want to see you.
Okay, come here. Come on.
Come on.
Okay.
You're in a row.
This person you're gonna see here is who coordinated all the press.
Camera, it's sitting still.
Clean it.
It's Danielle.
Hi guys.
She does all it. She helps us get this thing. She's real cute too. I haven't told her that yet, but I think it every day.
We're done after this.
Okay, cool. So yeah, but yeah, she coordinates everything. But yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Escape the Fate could break up at any moment. So fuck it. Where did we leave off? What did you ask?
You actually were telling. I think this is what the story you were telling us a little bit about earlier, that you had come up with the
video.
Yes.
The video. Yes, that's what she interrupts me and then she doesn't fucking get in the video. Yeah, we shot it yesterday. Now we're not gonna come with the fucking singles right out the gate. Okay, we're gonna fucking let our fans get a taste and a glimpse of what we're doing. So the first thing we're gonna do is a song called Just a Memory, which we have been playing on Warped Tour, and it's a fucking heavier one. Videos just it's just brutal and just to the point, and it's the band in its essence, and there's not a lot to it. There's no fucking story, there's no frills, it's just fucking just looks gnarly, and it's gonna be sick. And the story I was telling Danielle earlier, and you also,
I heard the ass end of it, no pun intended.
Yes, so anyways, it's just crazy that one day I was in the bathroom and I suddenly had this beat in my head and I thought, that's the one. That's the one, yes. And I recorded it on my phone, I got my voice memos out and I kind of, beatboxed it or whatever. Did it, right? It was this bouncy vibe that Craig had been wanting for us to have. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh shit, I better go record this thing. So I went and I started recording it and I had this idea and I used some weird chords in the chorus and it was just this weird thing, man. And it started to come together and then the drum beat came in and then I went into this other drum beat and then I had this guitar. Now I play guitar, I'm not a guitar player, but I'm pretty great at it. And not great, I'm really good at it. And I don't know, it just sort of made sense and I'm like, oh my God, this is badass. And you get these ideas and stuff, and for me lyrically it was more about inner struggles and dealing with my own past sins and everything, and that's what I thought I wanted it to be about, but really actually it was I dealt with that. I had forgiven myself. I had already gotten rid of those feelings. So I kind of just gave it to Craig and said, here's the music, bro. This is my idea, but you can do whatever you want. And he ended up writing an amazing song. Like, he took the vocals and the lyrics and said what I needed to say. It was a lot more angry, but that's what I needed to say. It may not have been what I wanted to say because I'm not that type of person. This is a very angry song. I'm usually the type of guy who forgives and moves on and lets things go. But I was harboring these feelings, and fuck, man, Craig had them too, and he sang them. And when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is what I needed. And I couldn't believe that we were on the same wavelength like that. And then so you go from this idea in the bathroom to that, to fucking, you know, a whole crew of people fucking filming you and trying to make you look awesome, have this vision come to life and get to fans. Now they think it's cool, now they relate to it, now they like it, now they're singing it, now there's thousands of people singing it together in unison, and you're bringing people closer together so they don't feel so alone, and maybe they can smile for a day. You know, that's what I
imagine there's no greater feeling, man.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that insane? Just some idea that popped in my head one day. You know, it's nuts, dude. But I love it. That's why I do it.
Well, just to let you wrap it up, is there anything you're really looking forward to for the rest of the Warped Tour or for the rest of the year?
Yeah. Warped Tour, just playing a fucking show, dude. APMAs are tomorrow. That's gonna be cool. Lots of great bands, lots of great artists. Everyone on this tour is gonna be there, along with a lot of other great artists. It's gonna be great. Every show has been cool. Come out if you haven't gone yet. We still got a lot of them left. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait. And the new album, shortly, a couple months, it'll be out for your listening pleasure.
And hopefully there'll be a title for it soon as well.
There is a title for it. You'll know it very, very soon. I'm sure some of you figured it out, but all of you will very soon. Cool.
Thanks, bud.
Tony.
That was awesome.